finally, after however many years, I'm going to start insulating this place. I'm going to start with the ceiling because I figured that's going to hold most of the heat in. I got about $500 worth of insulation from Menards, some R19, some R21 because they ran out of the 19, so they gave me the 21, so I get 2 extra R's for the same price. You can't beat that, right? But we're going to get this insulated. We're going to see how much nicer it makes it in here. Alright, can I get this done tonight? No, because it's pretty much past my bedtime already. But it's starting to get cold out, and I want to have this done within a couple weeks. So I'm going to go after it because now I've got a giant pile of insulation on my floor, and it needs to be gone, so I might as well stick it in the ceiling. But I got to take this old stuff down that I put up a couple years ago. I'm not even set up well. I'm on a rickety 6-foot ladder. Wish me luck! I think I'll probably try to keep this stuff and stuff it in that far wall. Probably not enough to do the whole wall, but it'd be a start and I can save a couple bucks. I like saving money because I don't have a lot of it. I did put baffles in when I put this R13, R15, just to cover this hole here where the OSB doesn't come all the way over. So I should be pretty good just to throw my R19 or R21, get that in here, and you'll be doing good. We'll be doing good. I think we're going to do good. I am not set up properly. Just stand on top of the Jeep. Woo! Well, there's 2 half pieces. Oh Lord, this is gonna take forever. Alright guys, I'm gonna run some more and then I'll catch up with you. Hopefully nothing spectacular happens, like I, fall off a ladder or something, but I'll see you in a minute. Okay, well, I got my first 3 pieces in. It took me a while. But I just discovered something. So my R19 that I wanted, that the website said they had 50 bags of these, which I only needed 9, covers 87.19 square feet. When they gave me R21, because they didn't have enough, you can see that, I know it's probably upside down, 67.81 square feet. It's 7 bats as opposed to 9 bats. I think I'm going to be short 50 to 60 square feet, 40 to 60 square feet, 50 to 30, maybe 10 or 108 square feet. I don't know, but I think I'm going to be short now. Am I going to find that out anytime soon? No, because I got all this disaster that I've got to work with. But it's what I want to get done. It needs to get done. I'm going to try to make it relatively one step closer to warmer out here this winter, so I'm gonna keep after it. Math be damned, I guess. Always something. It's always something. A lumberyard, a supply house, they always get you somehow. Always. Man, whatever. I gotta go. Yeah. Alright guys, it's been over a week since I threw the insulation in here and installed all of 4 bats. I stole a section of scaffold from the contractor shop, so we're going to set that up. I think it should be a little easier to install with that, I hope. Hopefully it gives me enough height. Gonna get the TJ out of here, get some other stuff moved, and then I want to go like the Dickens to try to get this done. If I would have procrastinated, I wouldn't be under the gun. Ow! But, you know, it's what I do. I put things off. Fat, drunk, and stupid is no way to go through life, but some of us try it anyway. Hey, it got dirt in there! Probably my own fault. I think I was the last one to use the scaffold. What is going on? There we go. Maybe. Okay. This is actually a pretty good setup here. I can throw a bunch of bats here, work off this lower section, and funnel them in. Yeah. All right. I think I want to work my way back towards the workshop area though. Because I have the R21 and the R19, I just figured it'd be better to put the R21 over to the side that I occupy most. It shouldn't make a difference, but whatever. All right, I'm gonna get some of this cleaned up so we can start stuffing insulation in here, and we're gonna carpe the heck out of this DM or something like that. Let's do this. All right, I'm gonna start here, kind of work my way back with the R21 into the workshop area. I think I'm gonna clean up a bunch of the stuff up here that I probably don't need, but I keep because I'm a bit of a hoarder. It gave me a chance to tidy up my life, I guess, a bit. So. I'm gonna start throwing some insulation in. I'm gonna play some music because I can't work without it, and YouTube won't let you listen to it. So I'm gonna mute you, probably go to some kind of time lapse, and maybe play some YouTube music for you. I don't know. Let's see what we got on tap. Texas women. I have got the absolute dustiest shop in the universe. I'm not exactly sure why. I have the door open quite often when I can. I've got fans running all the time, but I guess it's just the places I never go. It's nasty, but you know, a few times a year I gotta take the air nozzle or a leaf blower and blast everything. It's yuck. But this end cavity, which isn't a full, 16 inches or 14 and a half inches wide, I'm going to be really close on the amount of R19 and R21 I have, so I'm going to hold off on those. What I might do is just take that R13 and R15 I have and just kind of fold it in half, stuff it in there. It'll kind of ruin the R value of it, but it'll keep air from moving through. And then along the band joist up against the gable studs, I'll actually have to go into the attic and tuck stuff down in to fill that crack, which I will do at some point because I have to go up and pull some wires out of the way from the security system that I had hooked up here for a while. I don't have it hooked up in here anymore. I got to get those wires out of the way. Anyway, so I'll go up there and stuff all that stuff down there. I'm going to blast out some of this in the field here, and then I'll check back in with you guys. All right, well, I've got just about half of it done. It actually, even talking right now, it feels like it's dampening in here, so the insulation is probably working. But I'm just about halfway done. I've got all of the R21 used up, so I'm going to be moving on to the R19. Took me a little longer than I had hoped, but I was kind of wandering about and engaging with some other things, and I will say I'm not proud to say that I took way too long trying to fix that speaker up there. The tweeter is shot. I thought maybe that it was the capacitor, and I had another capacitor and tried to link it in line, and it didn't do anything. So yeah, I got to work on some vehicles this weekend. Today's Friday. We'll see if I get the vehicles done and get this done. I don't know. I don't know. Who knows? But yeah, we're gonna call it. But you're gonna see more progress in about 5 seconds here. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well, it's way too early on a Sunday morning, but I gotta keep working on this. Get a couple hours in because then I'm heading to my father-in-law's shop. I did get out here for an hour or so yesterday. Ran some more of the insulation, got everything done along here except up in, I said I have to go up into the attic to stuff down the crack along there, but I got all of this done so I could get the electric heater on because it's all of 43 degrees in here right now. Apparently the thermometer froze outside and we don't even know what temperature it is out there. But anyway, I'm going to move more of this stuff, like, the little puzzles when you were a kid. You had one spot open and you had to slide everything around to make, yeah, that's what I got going on here. So I'm going to move stuff this way. We're going to continue stuffing insulation. If I can get home at a decent time today, hopefully I have it done. Let's do it. Crank some music and we're going to put some insulation in. All right, we're 19 of 26 bays done. I gotta fill in that still. I gotta take that light down. I've got new low profile lights somewhere around here that I'm gonna try to run all along there. That way when the door opens, it will clear them. They're like 1.5 inches deep and they mount right up to the joist, unlike the fluorescents that I had to kind of tuck up in the bay. So I'm gonna get away from the fluorescents, move to LED, and they should actually be better lights and flush mounted to the ceiling. So we'll probably do that at the end of this video. Stick around for that. But I gotta go move on to job number 2 for the day, and that's gonna be working on that WJ Cherokee. Gotta throw some tires at that thing. Worked on the whole front end yesterday, redid everything except the ball joints. The ball joints are sketchy, but we're just gonna let them go for now. I do have the ball joints, just didn't want to do them at the time. So, all right, we'll do that, and then we'll jump back at this, hopefully, maybe even this evening. Who knows? Maybe we'll be done. I don't know. You're gonna find out right now. All right, it's done. It was a couple days of a little bit here, a little bit there, but I got it all wrapped up. I actually have a whole bunk of R19 left over. I don't know where my maths went wrong. It does appear that the whole ceiling is done, so I don't know. But I will return that and turn that into some R13 for the walls. I'm pretty stoked. I'm going to jump up in the attic. I'm going to stuff all along the gable wall there, just with some insulation to keep air from rising up through that way, through a draft. And then we'll do these lights. Show you my little insulation cover I made. This is a couple pieces of 1/2-inch dowel board. Just kind of taped them together, put the blocks in to index it. And that sits in and covers the hole. That's about all you get to see. I'm not showing the upstairs of my bunker. Something's got to be kept secret around here. You guys can't know everything. All right, those gable end walls are stuffed, so the whole ceiling is done. And now we're going to install these lights here. These are Barina LED lights I got off of Amazon. I will put a link in the description for these. They were like 45. I think they were $45 for 6 4-foot LEDs. They're low profile. There's little clips that screw to the ceiling, then they just snap in, and they're linkable. So I think I'm going to put 3 on that side and 3 on this side of the garage door. I don't know how much light they're really going to give off, but we're going to find out. Easy enough to shuffle things around if need be. The link wires are like 20 inches. If they were 25, then if you had 2 foot on center joists, you could jump each joist, but they're not. But we're going to run this way, I think. So, I don't know. I think I got everything I need up here on the scaffold. Ain't nothing to it, but yeah, that's right. Get it done. That guy in the back got it right. They made these connectors longer, it would be sweet. I suppose you could you know, make your own, just use those ends. I got an idea. I'm going to see if I can actually make some bigger. Alright, so I was able to inventory all the cables and cords and whatnot that they had given me, and I realized that I had enough if I took some of the actual power cords and spliced them with the connecting cords. It's kind of ugly, but that's why they make white electrical tape. I pretty much doubled the length of my connecting cords. Now, in research, this company does sell longer connecting cords. You can get those on Amazon also. Throw that link down there too in case you guys are interested. So I think we're good. I think I can actually move that one farther down. So I got to drill out. I've got knots and these little screws aren't working very well, so I'm going to drill out, get this other one attached, hook this other one up, plug it in. We're all going to see what happens in real time together. Woo! let's see what it looks like. Haha! They work! They all work. Cool. I don't know that I really like the light that it puts off. It's very fluorescent. They're replacing what were fluorescent lights anyway. So, awesome. Alright, they work. That's good. I'm going to install 3 more, and then we'll do a recap. Alright, they're in. It was kind of frustrating trying to splice the wires when I don't have quite the proper electrical connections, but we made it work. I've got to get the wires tidied up and stapled up out of the way so they clear the door. I'm not a huge fan of the fluorescent kind of light, but all in all, it casts a lot of light there. I like those lights a little better, but what can you do? I needed something low profile to clear the door. I wanted to get away from the fluorescence that I had kind of tucked up there because I wanted to get the insulation in. So now the insulation's in, but I still have to clean up this mess and start taking all of that insulation and I realize I have 42 half bats of R13 and R15. I'm going to start shoving those kind of behind the cabinets and go from there. I don't think I'll have it completely insulated in time for what I want, but it'll be good enough. So you know, I'd say hit the thumbs up button if you stuck around this long, but I know you didn't stick around this long because I'm sure you all left a long time ago. So I'm kind of talking to myself, and I'd say I'll see you next time, but I'll probably just be talking to myself with that video too. But what can you do? It's not stripped, it's just not biting. What is going on? This is so... Get the camera out of my...